in Dhaka with our favorite breakfast. Lentil sauce and veggies with naan bread. Here it is, Eva eating her spicy food. Good? Regular breakfast of naan and spicy vegetables and spicy lentil sauce and some shopping. We are going to see the Star Mosque. Reading daily news. So we are at the Star Mosque, and right now there is a prayer going on, so we cannot enter, but we can take some pictures from outside, which is good enough.
Next to the mosque is a school for what seems like the higher classes of Bengali people, and we happened to be in that area when the lunch break had started. And normally, you know, it's a school. You have kids running around the schoolyard playing different games and so on. But what brought our attention was not the school itself, but what happened during the lunch. And you have the fence of the school, because the whole schoolyard is fenced off, and once the lunch hours begins, you have all these food vendors gathering on the other side of the fence, and each vendor selling different type of food already cooked and partitioned into smaller portions, so they can easily handle them to the students. And on the other side of the fence, on one side you have the vendors, on the other side you have the school kids, separated by the metal bars, and you can see those hands reaching out and vendors selling their food. It was quite an interesting sight to see.
It's so hot today. We just got to our first destination and I'm ready to go to bed. This guy's happy because he's got his popcorn. So hot.
Nie dotykaj palcem. Typical off the street Bangladeshi restaurant. And today for lunch we're having chicken biryani, rice, vegetables and mutton biryani. Jak twój chicken biryani smakował? Eva?
Very nice. It was really good.
My mutton biryani, excellent. I'm sure I will miss this food. Very simple. I think we can make it at home very easily. Very simple, but how delicious. It's hard to, and mutton doesn't really taste like mutton. Somehow they get rid of that specific mutton taste and smell. now for dessert? Try? No.
Okej. Od której ten most ma być?
Now, while venturing through Armanitola district and allowing our senses to work at full time, we met this woman who she approached us basically, and she spoke no English, and of course we speak no Bengali, but through her gestures we understood that she wanted us to follow her, probably to her house. And we did. She seemed honest, and we followed her. We went through very narrow alleys and entering buildings and then exiting through the back for a few minutes, places where we would never venture by ourselves. We never even knew they existed. We followed her until we entered a courtyard, and we noticed a group of women, maybe 6-7 women of different ages, who greeted us with smiles and hellos, and one woman invited us to a house. We entered the house. It was a small house, a very modest house, one room. There was another compartment separated from the main compartment by a curtain. I believe it was either kitchen or a washing area. And in the main compartment where we were, there was a bed that took most of the place of the room, and we were sat down on this bed. We were asked by the women to sit down, and on the bed there was a man. He was sleeping. He didn't wake up. We sat down. The women then lined up in front of us and started staring. We stared back. Of course, smiled. We couldn't communicate, so the only thing we could do is look at each other and smile. At some point, the man opened. He turned around, opened one of his eyes, looked at us, and then immediately closed it, turned back, and went back to sleep. And for a few minutes, we just looked at each other. The women lined up in front of us, us three sitting on the bed. We looked at each other, smiled, and after a while, it became a bit awkward. So. We gestured that we wanted to leave, but at that moment one of those women then gestured back that she wanted us to follow her this time and visit her place where she lives. So we did that. Again, we went through the narrow alleys and through the buildings, entering buildings, exiting through the other side, until we came to this what appeared to be a new building, unfinished, an apartment building, a condominium, if you will, which was just a skeleton. There were walls, floors, ceilings, window and door openings, but that was it. I'm not sure if electricity or gas were connected. Probably not. But that's where a woman and her family lived. She took us up the stairs to, I can't remember, second or the third floor, where she lived. An apartment was furnished. Again, there were no windows, no doors, no floor. Everything was concrete and brick. Even the staircase, the stairs and the balconies had no railing. There was no railing anywhere. Just a concrete and brick skeleton of a building. And this family lived there. It was furnished. Everything was there. And she had 3 or 4 small children. I think the youngest was about 2 years old, the oldest maybe 7, 8. And it was fun for Oleg because he could play with the kids. And again, we were sat down on the chairs this time, and the whole group stood in front of us. We kept looking at each other and smile. And all this time I was thinking about the kids playing in the next room. I could see them through the opening, and this room had a balcony. There were all 3-4 kids of that family, plus Oleg, who was already 6-7 years old, so he could understand a little bit more than the youngest ones. And they played in the room with the balcony without railing. And all this time I kept thinking, how is it possible that the family is not worried about these kids playing there? That they don't worry about them falling down? Is it just total trust in what they explain to the children, how dangerous it is? Or is it allowing the faith to take its turn? It was just something that I couldn't get off my mind. But after a while of sitting, staring at each other and smiling and exchanging a few words this time, because there was a teenage girl who spoke some broken English, so we could communicate a little bit through language, and to the point that we even exchanged email addresses. And after a few minutes and a glass of I remember we had some orange juice, I think, or orange drink, and a cookie, we got up, thanked for their hospitality, and went out and continued walking through Armanitola district.
A lady just met on the street. She's taking us somewhere inside. I don't know where we're going, but we'll see. Okay, so we're going somewhere. I don't know where we're going. Oh, it's so nice in here. So cool. Oh my God. No tak.
Hello.
Hello.
What is your name?
Eva, what's your name?
My name is Jasmine.
Jasmine. Nice.
That's a nice name.
Thank you.
So where are we going? Who knows?
It's a pretty necklace. Very pretty. How old is she?
9.
9.
Are you sisters?
Yes.
You're sisters.
Yeah.
And your mother? Mother. And aunt? Ma.
Ma.
Mother.
Yes.
And over there. Neighbor.
Neighbor.
Neighbor. And who are you? Neighbor.
Neighbor. Just a moment. So we were just invited to this woman's house. She took us from the street, led us through a labyrinth of little streets to her house, and now her neighbor wants us to go to her house. So, okay, here we go. We're going back towards the mosque, somewhere. Wow. So here we go, more labyrinth. This seems like a building, half finished. I'm not sure what to expect, but we'll see. So we're in this little apartment, half finished building.
This is how it stays.
And I guess yeah, it will stay like this. Poczęstuj dziewczynki popcornem. And orange juice. Eva is worried. We're all worried.
Thank you. Okay.
W złą stroną idziemy.
হ্যান্ডশেক করো বাবা। আরে ভাইয়া তো। না না আমার ভাইয়া নেই। ভাইয়া তো হাতি দিতে চায় না। এ বাবা হাত মেলো ভাইয়া তো। হ্যান্ডশেক হ্যান্ডশেক। হাত মেলো। বাংলাদেশ।
Wow!
বাঙালি বাঙালি টাইগার বাঙালি
No, Bangla.
বাংলা
No Bangla.
বাংলাদেশ তোমরা কোন জায়গায়
Batek.
ইংল্যান্ড কোন জায়গা কানাডা একই জায়গায় এটা মৌলিবাজার আর ওটা হলো বেগম বাজার একই এই রাজধানী আর কানাডা একই জায়গায় তো আর তো পোলা মাইয়া
It's traffic, it's hot, it's noisy, it's extremely dangerous as well.
Dusty.
And dusty, yeah. People are waiting for rain, they say. Waiting for the monsoon to come and wash the dust away. I guess we won't see it. Malika Snacks. This is where we're having dinner tonight. What are you having?
I'm having a kebab. Sharma, sharma, sharma.
And I'm having puska.
What's fuska?
Puska, well, you'll see. It looks very delicious in the picture. With chili paste and I think spinach maybe. Little dumplings. Deep fried dumplings. And we also having sweet yogurt lassi.
Today was a very hot ride.
Yeah.
It was really, really hot.
Hot and long.
Long. And very trafficy.
Very traffic. So we're finally having dinner. It's a breezy evening. It's not too hot anymore. It was a challenge crossing the street, coming here. Our son called it a maze. So we have puska. Dumplings, well not dumplings, kind of dumplings. Filled with stuff. And then you have sharma
Sharma, beef sharma.
with beef inside. Okay.
Yes. Can I try one?
Yeah, yeah,
Yum, yum, yum.
of course.
Okay. It's a spicy sauce.
Oh, it's spicy. Good? Oh, those are chickpeas. Ground chickpeas. And
Thank
lassi.
you.
Very nice.
Good?
Thank you. Very delicious. Sorry?
It's amazing. This is shredded beef, chopped cucumbers, and onion. Very nice.
So, I thought they were green onions, but these are green chili peppers. Extremely spicy.
আসবাই আসবাই
But perfect.
One
Puska.
more.
Try puska.
Magang?
Spicy or not?
Spicy juice.
Good?
Yep.
Were there any chilies?
And
Yes.
spicy
Cilantro.
chocolate.
Last day in Dhaka and we're going for lunch. Our mission is to get to the restaurant where we're going.
Restaurants, 80s.
Happy. And we're going to try some new dishes today. But to have that, we have to make it to the restaurant. It seems like the traffic is very heavy today, even on these little roads. I think we're almost there though.
We almost made it. We will almost made it.
Seems like we're stuck in traffic. And the traffic brings completely different meaning. Looking for a restaurant to have lunch. It's supposed to be somewhere here, but who knows where. We've never been here though. And we found it.
We just ordered kichuri, dla ciebie kichuri, and rice, and for Olo plain rice with egg, and for me grilled chicken.
Oh. What is this? Plain rice? That's not plain rice.
That's not plain. It's with chili.
So we got our chicken, which seems to be swimming in red hot sauce, plain rice, and curry chili. No egg.
But I'm having a deadly for me spicy chicken.
I'm having kuchiri, another Thai dish, rice with meat, and it is spicy. All of us having rice with cucumber and egg.
Yay!
Wow! Umaso? So this is our restaurant for lunch. For dessert, we got a mixture of different seeds, different spices. There is anise, cumin.
If we could buy this and take it with us. I think it's very, very yummy. The only thing is that after the chicken cut, I can't feel anything in the mouth.
Lunch was
Lunch
good.
was good. I'm ready for dinner.
On our last evening in Dhaka, we decided to go out and go for a walk. And as soon as we left the building, we turned onto one street and then found the entrance to the park. We entered the park, followed a path along the river until we came across a small stall, tea stall. And we decided to sit down and have a cup of tea. And it was a really relaxing moment because in the city that is one of the crowded places on earth, if you find a place like this, which is away from all the noises and sounds and colors and just to allow your brain to relax, it is always a good thing. And we found this place, we sat down and relaxed while watching the man doing his magic, preparing tea for his customers, and he was really getting into it and really enjoyed what he was doing. And the tea, even though extremely sweet tea, or how the Bengali call it, cha, or this time the most popular was dud cha, which is a milk tea. Most of the Bengali people drink it. Extremely sweet, but very delicious.
So after lunch, we're gonna have traditional Bangladeshi chai at a roadside shop.
Nie będzie wymagał zbyt dużo od nas. Takie jakby cukier. How is it?
It's tea with condensed milk. But it's good.
Lovely.
It's good. It's like caramel candy.
Yeah?
Mama, zapytajcie robić, czytajcie tam.
Co?
Zapytajcie tego pana, czy tam robić, czy tutaj.
Nie będę się pytać, bo może nie ten.
No ale taki sam jest.
No taki sam.
আরেকটু আসো না
się nawije w niebie. To będzie światowy.
The best chai maker in town.
Ale dodaję kawę. Chyba.
So how is the chai?
Ja cię nowek.
Addictive.
Mama, ja cię
Very
nowek.
nice, very sweet. Gentleman made it extra sweet for me.
Extra sweet for you?
Extra sweet.
Nothing like good Bangladeshi chai after good lunch.
Right.
বাংলাদেশি শাড়ি
Time for dessert.
সন্দেশ রসগোল্লা কালোজাম ছানা লাড্ডু মাওয়া লাড্ডু কত করে হাফ কিলো 1 কিলো
Half kilo.
হাফ কিলো সবগুলো পলিস্টার
Traditional Bangladeshi dessert, Rosgulla. Different kinds. This is our dessert. So what is it called?
It's chana sandesh,
Chana sandesh.
rasgulla,
Rasgulla.
laddu,
Laddu.
kalo jam.
Kalaji.
Sweet.
Sweet.
So it's
Mishti. In Bangla we call it
Mishti.
Yeah, they make it dried, but normally it contains lot of liquid.
for chocolate.
Show inside. There is another kind of inside is the pink.
All of them. What does it taste like? Tastes like cake.
Mhm.
Tastes like cake, but it's with a lot of sugar water in it.
Sugar water in it. And this is made of milk?
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm. Yes, this is like cheesecake. Oh my god.
It's very famous in Hindu peoples.
Hindu. And this is called
Laddu.
Laddu.
They made it in home frequently.
Is it deep fried? No. Is there rice in it?
Kind of flour.
Mhm.
I gotta go for another one.
They made it dry. Normally rasgulla means have a rush is liquid. Rush means liquid, so it contains too much rush. They put in peppers and make the dry one.
So what does this taste like?
Or just a bread. This,
Yeah.
when it have a liquid, it's very good.
Yeah.
Eat noodles.
What does this
This is like I can taste milk. It's extremely sweet. Powdered cheese and non-stop the moving, and then it's getting a small
Thick.
yeah, thick, and then put it in a layer and then
Cut it.
Mhm.
Wow. Gorgeous.
So which one is your favorite?
This one is my favorite. Tastes like cheesecake.
Now, the next morning, we got up very early because our train was leaving at 6 o'clock or 7 o'clock to Kulna. And we were at quite a distance from the train station, so it was important to get to the station on time. We didn't know how crowded the train would be, how many people would wait on the platform, and we wanted to make sure that we do get on the train. So we had to get up very early, I think 4 o'clock in the morning or something like that. Actually, we were woken up by a call for the prayer from the local mosque, and also our host advised us to take a private taxi. It was arranged by them actually, much more expensive than a normal taxi, but they assured us that a normal taxi at this time of the day or night, it becomes very dangerous, and to the point that the driver can arrange something with the local gangsters, and they can even kill us for just whatever we have in our suitcases. So they strongly advised us to not to take a normal taxi, to arrange a private taxi that they actually helped us to do, and one of their friends drove us to the station where we could board a train to our next destination, Kulna. That's coming in the next part.